Hello, welcome to the first of our Friday messages. It's not the kind of message that I was hoping to be giving. We were hoping that it would be a lovely celebration of the first week at school, but obviously the news that we received yesterday has meant that it's rather more sombre. The children, just to let you know, coped extremely well today in school. We did have a special assembly about the death of Queen Elizabeth, and on the whole they've had opportunities to talk to staff and to share their thoughts and their feelings about the situation. We have started a book of condolence, and the children have been encouraged that if they want to bring anything in from home that they'd like to put into the book, to pictures or anything that they want to do over the weekend, that's absolutely fine. So I've got now for you a breakdown of the activities that are happening next week, just as reminders. We have got on Tuesday the year 4s are going on a trip to Danelaw, and the early years will be having their first forest school session in the afternoon. We just request that you bring suitable footwear for that. On Wednesday we've got the year 5 trip to the Thackeray Medical Museum. On Thursday we'll be taking the year 6s to the Thackeray Medical Museum. Year 3s are on a trip to Danelaw, and we'll also be doing a PE intervention group for identified children. So Thursday is very hectic next week. On Friday it will be our celebration assembly, which is going to be at the new time of 2:10 every Friday. This week it's for the children in Key Stage 2, and for parents who haven't been at our school before, we will send you an invitation if your child is one of those that will be given the certificate for the week, and we will invite you to that assembly. After school clubs will start next week, the majority of them. On Monday, years 5 and 6 will be doing the Frickley football after school. Places have already been allocated for this. This was back end of last year, so you should know if your child is attending, and that will start on the 12th. There's also the duathlon that's being run by Mrs. Steed, and that's going to be on Mondays also. Again, places have been allocated, so you should know if your child is going to be going to that club. We've got nothing on Tuesday. Wednesday we've got 2 clubs running. We're going to have the year 3-4 dance. Again, allocated places have already been sent out. And we will be doing a year 5-6 hockey. This won't start until the 21st of September, so letters will go out next week. So if your child is interested in hockey and they are in year 5 and 6, please look out for those next week. It'll be the usual first come first served basis. On Thursday we're going to be doing tag rugby for 5-6. The letters should be going out tonight, so please get those returned as quickly as you can into next week, and then we'll let you know if your child has been successful. The reason why this half term there are no early years or Key Stage 1 clubs is that, as your child will probably be showing you tonight when they get home and this weekend, they are tired. It's a very busy time for young children when they're back in full-time education after 6 weeks off, or the first time they've done full days. It's enough. There will be clubs for them in autumn too, not to worry. So just a couple of things about communication. We do one of these Friday blogs, or at least I try to do one of these every week. It will go out onto YouTube and there'll be a link from our website. I also do a paper copy, which if you prefer you can collect from the main office, or we put an electronic copy on the website. So we think we've got pretty much all the different media platforms that we can have running, so there shouldn't be an issue with communication. It will be out there for you. We encourage parents to follow us on Twitter as well. There's a link to that on the web page. Now, we have a texting service in school, but unfortunately it's got limited characterisation, so sometimes our messages might sound a little bit curt. They're not. It's just we have to really get to the point with those text messages, and also we're only allowed 1 mobile contact per child. So if unfortunately you are a family who have separated, you're going to have to see if we can get some joint communication going, because you will need to share that information, as it'll only go to one of you. We do have staff in the office, though, most of the time, who are answering our telephones. However, on Fridays, 8 o'clock while 8:30, we do have a briefing which all staff attend. So if you can't get hold of anybody at that point, just leave a message. We do regularly check them. Also, just to let you know that if you do want to speak to anybody in the academy, you can phone us, you can email us, or you can pop up to main reception and ask to have some time to speak to a member of staff. We won't bring a member of staff to the phone if they are in teaching sessions. They will contact you back at an appropriate time. You are also able to have a chat with the staff who are in the classrooms at the end of the day, but we do ask that you wait until all the children from their classes have been sent to their parents. Also on a morning, myself and Mrs Brooks are always there, but again, can you wait until everybody has gone in, because otherwise it just stops other people from getting up into the playground. The gate etiquette. Now, I know new parents are finding that this week it's been a little bit hectic with the gate system. We do promise you it does work and it will work. We just need to give it a little bit of time. So please, can you encourage all children where possible, unless they're in reception class, to come to the main reception gate where I'm stood, because there's a lot more space there and they know the routine better. Reception children, if they go through the gate where Mrs Brooks is, it does mean reception teachers can help support, get them up onto the playground. If you are coming to the middle gate first, then by all means go through the middle gate, but please straight in, and parents, can you move away, because it is causing an issue. If you're needing hugs and kisses, can you do that before you reach the gate and let your children just come up into school? If it is really crowded, can you wait across the other side of the road until there's some space? Also, there is a 15-minute slot from when the gates are opened to closing. So they're open at 8:30. The bell doesn't go while 8:45. See if you can possibly stagger the time that you're bringing your children to the academy. I'd like to request as well that you think about being considerate to our residents when you're parking. We shouldn't be parking over people's driveways. We don't want you parking in places that will have a potential impact on our children's safety, and please do not leave your engines idling. This is an issue for our environment and for our children's health, and also it's illegal. And finally, whilst I've got no control whatsoever over the public highways, two things. One, if you are walking a dog with you to school, not all children or adults like them. If it's possible, can you please be at the opposite side of the road so that children and adults don't get scared by them, no matter how placid a dog might seem. And secondly, if you are bringing your children up, please refrain from smoking or vaping in front of them. It is for our children's health after all. And finally, paperwork. I've sent out a lot of paperwork for parents who have children in flyers and for children who have just started with us or are in our nursery classes. Can you please return that? And if your child is one of those nursery new starters or preschool new starters, we do need to see the original birth certificate. Okay, hope we have a wonderful weekend. Obviously, none of us know what the situation is going to bring in terms of the Queen's death. As soon as we know anything, such as the date of the funeral, things like that, and how that will impact on us, we will let you know. Thank you very much for supporting us this week, and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.